Hey everyone, it's Jaime Pfeffer back with you again today for another pick a card reading. And today we're looking at whether this situation is good for you or not so good for you. Make sure you stick around. Thanks again for being here for this new pick a card reading. Before we jump into picking your card, I wanted to talk to you very quickly about a contest that I'm running that today is the last day to enter. So if you are a subscriber, all you need to do to enter the contest for a free 3-card reading from me is leave a comment below that says enter me. If you're not a subscriber and you'd like to enter the contest, make sure that you click the subscribe button in the corner of this video and then leave a comment below that says enter me. Now, let's look at your 3-card choices. Take a deep breath in and look at the cards in front of you. Which card is calling to you? Is it card A, card B, or card C? Feel free to pause the recording if needed. And once you have your card, you can go to the timestamps below and skip ahead to listen to your reading. First, we're going to start with Stack A. Stack A, I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm very excited to find out whether or not the situation you're inquiring about is good for you or not so good for you. So let's get started. I was very called to use the Healing Crystals Animal Totem deck. Okay, so your first card out is the Armadillo, and that is associated with the stone amethyst, this beautiful purple stone. And the Armadillo is speaking to you about self-protection, vulnerability, and boundaries. So to me, right off the bat, this is telling me that the situation is not so good for you. You recognize that the situation is not good for you, and you may be second guessing yourself, or something feels off, but the other person in the situation is like, oh no, everything's fine. The Armadillo is telling you that it's very important for you to protect yourself. Your intuition is spot on. And the back of the card says, Spirit of Armadillo, teach me how to set boundaries while trusting my instincts so that I am not afraid to be vulnerable. So what you're allowing yourself to do when you do communicate your healthy boundaries is that you're showing love for yourself, and you're actually showing love for the other person, even though many of us are not taught that. We're taught that if we have boundaries that it's unloving, but that is not the truth. So that is your first card, the Armadillo, such a beautiful stone that's associated with the crown chakra. The next deck that I'm going to be using for you, Stack A, is the Magical Times deck. And okay, right away, the card that I see on the top is Awareness. And this card talks about pay attention to the subtleties, look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. And I can't help but notice that there's a dragonfly on this card. And dragonflies represent flying above, and they also represent illusions. So there might be someone in your life who is trying to pull one over on you. Your intuition might be really screaming at you, and you might be, I just heard codependent, so there might be some codependent traits where you're having difficulty trusting yourself and your intuition. This card is saying be aware of that. Really, instead of beating yourself up about it, try to be the observer and be aware of the red flags. Let's see what else that we're going to get here. And I'm going to go with the Magical Times cards again. Wow, okay, so the next card you got was Partnership, but it came in upside down. And it says, learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together, touch each other's hearts while life lasts. But this card was upside down, which is telling me that there's an issue that's going on right now with one of the partnerships in your life. And I also feel there's an issue going on internally with the partnership that you have with yourself. And this is really about this situation, you not feeling healthy, you not feeling safe, and you understanding that there is some kind of toxicity here that doesn't feel right for you. And I can't help but I'm looking at my shirt, and my shirt has the tiger. So the tiger is very fierce. It's a very fierce animal, and when it needs to, it can roar and it can say, back off. So that's really what I'm getting from this. I'm going to pick one more card for you, and I'm going to pick a card from the True Love Reading Oracle deck. True Love Reading cards. Oh, wow. Okay, so I was guided to look at the bottom, and the bottom card is Resolving Conflict. So I really feel like once you choose to stand in your own power, and that means acknowledging yourself, respecting yourself, and listening to your intuition or the body sensations that you're getting that are telling you this isn't a safe thing for you right now. You need to have some space. Once you step up and you allow yourself to have that space, this conflict will be resolved. So let's get one more card for a clarifier for this. Okay, and your card is the Sacred Woman. So the Sacred Woman is all about a woman that is so respected because she will stand up for herself. I'm going to read out of the book for this one. Yeah, and I'm really drawn to the green heart on her hand is about the heart chakra, and I really feel like this is about your heart chakra. And also I'm very drawn to the yellow in this card, and also the yellow on my shirt. So this is about confidence, this is about willpower, this is about standing in your power. And let me tell you what the deck says. It says there is a wild power and sacred divinity that must be respected by both women and men. The Native American legend of the white buffalo calf woman is closely connected to the concept of the divine feminine. Although it is more extreme than real life, her story does send an important message. In the legend, the white buffalo calf woman annihilates a man who thinks he can simply embrace her and claim her like a piece of property. The man who senses her divinity and wild power is spared the same fate because she can see that even though he holds his bow and arrow up to her in fear, he respects her power. On returning to his tribe, the surviving warrior does as she requested and organizes a feast to celebrate her impending arrival. In return, she teaches the tribe sacred rituals and bestows important forms of abundance upon them. White Buffalo Calf Woman brings an important reminder to us today about the potentially destructive forces that are available when the feminine is treated as trivial. In modern life, this applies to both men and women, meaning that women must be prepared to value themselves and act upon this if they want to be respected by their male counterparts. So what I'm really hearing is, if you're in a situation that feels uncomfortable for you, this situation is not honoring to you. This is not a good situation for you. If you've removed yourself from that situation and you're now in a situation where you have distance, where you've acknowledged and accepted your own worth and your own value, if you've separated yourself from this and you're holding your boundaries, this is a good situation for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if you feel called to, you can always listen to cards B or C. Bye. Hi to anybody that picked stack B. I'm so excited to do your reading, and what we're asking today is this situation good for you, or is this situation not good for you? So let's jump into the cards and see what you got. I'm starting off with the Oracle of the Fairies deck, and this is by Karen Kay. I just got this deck, and it's really amazing. I love it. It has great energy, a lot of divine feminine energy, a lot of compassion energy, but also fun, because the fairies are very fun, and they can even be mischievous at times. So let's see. Is this situation good for you or not good for you? Wow, okay. So the first card that you got is Solitude, but this card is coming in upside down. And what it says is, think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So because that came in upside down, I'm thinking that maybe you need solitude and you're not getting the solitude that you need. But let's see. What else do we need to know? Okay. Wow. Okay, so your next cards were life energy, which also came in upside down. So I'm thinking that you feel drained. You feel drained. I'm getting that you could have been up in your head about the situation that's going on and it's draining you. And the other card that you got was protection, and that was also upside down. So it's important that you bring protection to yourself at this time. This is something that doesn't take a lot. All you really need to do is set the intention that you will be protected. If you would like to do something else with that, you can get yourself like a piece of labradorite. Labradorite is a wonderful crystal for protection. It actually deflects a lot of the energy, and I love these spheres because spheres shoot out the energy in all directions, so it shoots away from you. You could also get yourself a piece of shungite. That's what this is. It's a shungite cube. And shungite is really good for soaking up negative feelings. Another thing that is amazing for soaking up negativity is black obsidian. And this is actually a black obsidian arrowhead. Because it's a Native American piece, black obsidian is not, but this used to be used with the bows and arrows. It's reminding me of Stack A, which was about the buffalo calf woman, white buffalo calf woman. So go back and check Stack A when you're finished with this one. Okay, now I want to go over to the Healing Crystals Animal Totem cards. So let's see. Okay, you had a number of cards that came out. So, wow. Okay, so I'm noticing porcupine, and this is citrine. This is very powerful. Again, it's the color yellow, and I talk about the color yellow in Stack A, so I think this would be really good for you. The thing about porcupine is that it's got these quills, and it can shoot out these quills to protect itself. So I'm feeling like you are in a situation that is not healthy for you, and you need to protect yourself. Or if you were in a situation like this, and you're protecting yourself now, and people are giving you flack about it, don't listen to those people. Listen to yourself. Continue to listen to your intuition and really tap into your higher self. The other cards, oh wow, the other cards that came out were Caribou, which is the stone iolite, and this is a third eye crystal. And this stands for spiritual journey, endurance, and duality. So this is really talking about, I have a feeling that this issue with boundaries and other people crossing your boundaries is not a new thing for you. It's really saying to you, keep going because you're almost there. This is a life lesson that you're learning, and this situation that you're in is allowing you to learn this lesson. This is amazing because armadillo also came up for Stack A. And the armadillo, of course, is also about self-protection. The armadillo actually has this huge shell that it's an extremely hard shell. So you need to protect yourself at this time. I'm not trying to scare you. I think, and I don't think the people around you are necessarily malicious. I don't think that they may realize what they're doing, but they are hurting you. They are causing you pain with their behaviors. And they don't seem to have the, I don't know if it's respect or they're not, it feels like they're not hearing you when you're telling them to back off. They're not hearing you, or they're trying to spin tales to you or manipulate you in a certain way that you'll forgive them and let them back in. For right now, it's really important that you take a healthy distance and a healthy space from this person and let them sort out their own feelings. Because I feel like they have some disowned parts of them that they're projecting onto you, and they want you to handle those things for them. And we aren't here to handle other people's happiness for them. They need to figure out their own happiness. Beautiful. Okay, and then the next card that you got was Wolf. So the wolf can really be a loner, and it's a teacher. It's a guardian and a teacher. And I noticed that the card here, or the crystal here, is lapis lazuli. This is another third eye crystal. So I would advise you to cleanse and clear your third eye chakra and spend some time visualizing what you would like to see in your life, what you would like to see, how you would like to be treated. Wolf, again, like I mentioned before, this is a lesson for you. So, you know, the affirmation on the card is, Spirit of Wolf, help me understand my lesson so that I may teach others, all for the highest good. So this is a lesson for you in boundaries. And so beautiful, your last crystal card animal is the horse. Horses are all about freedom. Freedom, travel, having the freedom to do what they want. And when you set a boundary and you allow these other people in your life or this other person to take responsibility for their own problems, for their own issues, for the things that are going on for them that they've never looked into or that they've never spent time trying to release or trying to heal. When you do that, you give them the dignity to learn their own lessons, and you won't feel so tired or so drained or so overly responsible, because you'll only be working on your own lessons and you'll be allowing the other people in your life to work on their lessons. So I really hope that helped you, and I do encourage you to check out Stack A. You can find it in the timestamp below because it was extremely similar to this one. So thank you so much for being here. And real quick before I go, I do have a special product right now called the Spirit Oracle Animal Report. And this is where I go through and it's $80, and I go through and I tell you what your animals are: your birth animal, your youth animal, your adult animal, and then your messenger, which would be your animal for right now. And then I give you guidance from your messenger. These have been extremely popular, and the animals really come through and they have so much to share. So if that's something that you're interested in as a result of seeing these animal cards, I will leave a link below where you can place an order for your own Spirit Oracle animal reading with me. So I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey Stack C, I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm looking forward to getting into this reading for you. Is this situation right for you, or is this situation not so good for you? So let's jump into the cards right away. And I am using the Magical Times Oracle card deck. And the really cool thing is that stacks A and B were very similar. So I'm very interested to see what we're going to get with stack C. And the first thing that came out was gratitude. So that's a really positive card. Be grateful for abundance, live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. So that's positive. Let's see, is the situation good for you or not good for you? Let's find what else we have here. Wow, okay. The next card out is happiness. So gratitude and happiness. Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. That's really positive. So I am still wondering, though, gratitude and joy. It seems like maybe you are starting to feel kind of like in the dumps, or like the grass is greener somewhere else, or something like that. So what these cards are saying to you is, if you cultivate gratitude and if you look for happiness in the very small things in life, which is kind of the same thing as cultivating gratitude, you will really be able to bring in a lot of healthy, high vibration energy into your life. So let's check out the True Love reading cards next and see if we find anything there. Is this situation good for those who have picked stack C? Is this situation good for those who have picked stack C? Wow, okay. So the Sacred Woman came out, and this card was in stack A. So if you selected stack C, you might want to go and see stack A. And basically the gist of the Sacred Woman is that she stands in her power. She knows her worth, and it's very important that as women and men that we respect the divine feminine, and that we don't view women or the divine feminine, which can be, it's in men and women, that we don't view it as trivial or unimportant. So that might bring up something for you. And last, I'm going to go to the Healing Crystals Animal Totem deck. Wow, okay, so your first card out, one of my totem animals, the heron. The heron, when I see the heron, it's all about patience. So patience, perseverance, and determination. I did see when I was shuffling the other stack too, the manifestation card came out. So I feel like you might be trying to manifest your ideal mate or your ideal partner. So if that's the case, which I believe that it is, this is telling you to stay on track because you're on the right track. And it actually gave you steps of what to do, which would be practice gratitude and practice finding happiness in the little things in your life. Also, if you're an empath, the crystal associated with this, tiger iron, is an amazing, amazing stone to have. And it's very interesting because I talked about tigers in stack A too. So you might want to go back to stack A and listen to that as well. Wow, gorgeous. The next card out you got is buffalo, and the crystal is angelite. So you might be working with your angels, whether you know it or not, to manifest this ideal mate. And again, when I see buffalo, I think about abundance and I think about gratitude. Buffalo were very sacred to the native peoples here. Buffalo hides were used and like every single part of the animal was used. They had a lot of gratitude. So if you're trying to manifest something in your life, it's a good situation that you can make even better by practicing gratitude. Wow, another animal you got is the elk. If you've ever seen an elk, a picture of an elk, this is a huge animal that really is just standing in its power, and people are just kind of in awe of it. I don't think that anybody's going to go up and start poking an elk to get a rise out of it. So I'm hearing that this is really about summoning that inner power within you to get to the situation or relationship that you want. The elk talks about camaraderie, stamina, and balance. So make sure, if you're someone that always goes to the gym and you always do cardio, it would benefit you to put some weights in there so that you're not only just doing just the cardio and you're never doing anything for your muscles. Okay? The elk is really about bringing in some masculine energy and really seeing how wonderful you are and knowing that as an active participant, a co-creator, you can co-create the life that you want. And this is awesome. So your last card, and this is really telling me your manifestation is coming. So do the things that I talked about in this video. And it's the grasshopper. And the grasshopper is known the world over for being a good luck charm. So it's abundance is coming. Trust your intuition. Trust this video if what I'm saying is resonating with you. And I also noticed that most of your cards, other than the buffalo, were orange or red. So the manifestation takes place in the sacral chakra, and that is an orange colored chakra. So with the angelite, that's a throat chakra stone. And so that's basically saying, let's take your manifestation, let's speak the manifestation into existence so that we can see that, and also call on the angels and have the angels help you to bring this manifestation into reality. So like I said, you might want to check out stack A, although you're definitely on the right track to finding what it is that you want. And if you do like animals, I told stack B this, I have a really great product called the Spirit Oracle Animal Reading. And what I do is I create a report, I sit down and meditate for a while, and I connect with your spirit animals. And I find out what was your birth animal, what's the animal that was with you at your birth, what animal was with you during your youth, and then I tell you how this animal helped you. Which animal is with you or will be with you in your adult life, in your adulthood, and then I tell you what animal is with you currently. And then I give you guidance from the current animal to help you solve or get through some type of a life lesson that you're dealing with right now. So these are amazing. I've even done one for myself. I absolutely loved it. The animals bring in so much love and so much support and information for you. I will put a link for that below. And thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. Bye.